I would say my biggest complaint about No End in Sight, though, is that it's not really vanilla compatible. There are quite a few like viz plane overflows, and they use mid textures with multiple patches, so the game will crash if you try looking at them.
Honestly, my main complaint is that the end was in sight, you know?
I knew someone was gonna say that.
Get out.
God damn Zinkid and he's
Max, you have no grounds. You have no grounds.
What do you mean?
Say get out over someone making a bad joke.
I have the best sense of humor.
Yeah, Wilster. The lack of vanilla compatibility seemed to bother Metro 20.
sir.
But I think he went with it because Christopher Lutz, one of the contributors, made a limit removing map and he couldn't tell him no. I think that's how that ended.
I thought they like don't they advertise it? Like the first 3 episodes, they advertise as vanilla compatible though.
Yeah, and there are like edited versions of the E4 maps that are vanilla compatible, but they make really big concessions.
But no, like I understand that episode 4 is supposed to be limit removing, but like I'm talking about there's stuff in episode 1, 2, and 3 that like episode E2M7 has this room, like the viz plane overflow is unbelievable. It'll just crash almost every time you play it.
Really? There's crash spots in the first 3 episodes?
Yes. Yeah, because I played that in Chocolate Doom and I kept crashing. Like in episode 2, that's where you start to really see the problems. I don't know about episode 3 because I was like, I'm not gonna bother playing this in Chocolate Doom if it's gonna be like episode 2. So I just played in Crispy Doom.
It's a shame. I didn't know there were issues with it.
Yeah,
well,
no,
I know Sanctuary of Filth is like not in the Unity port, I think, because it just doesn't work in it or something.
I had someone say they got a viz plane overflow in one of my Stickney maps, and I cannot find it.
It's finicky with viz plane overflow.
This is a really tough place to start off. I mean, the second level was hard, but this is when I turn the shadow maps off, it's my
perfect hatred style map, which I can't really cut down with more geometry because I need it to be open, but I could not replicate it. So like I don't know what to even do there.
I was having a problem with E4 and 3 of Silence, and there might still be the possibility of a viz plane overflow in it because it's like it's that big open one with all the blood and the monsters around, and yeah, it's like there might be a viz plane overflow there, but it's really rare at this point. Like I've cut down as much as I can.
That's good as modern
maps.
Yeah.
Wait, man, sorry, Malcolm. What did you say?
I'm just saying it's really tough to make a vanilla map that as good as, you know, modern maps that was made in Boom, for example.
Yeah, just look at my catalog.
Insane, like dudes what made like fucking EDSX are pretty much fucking gods of vanilla mapping, I think.
I feel like a lot of the visuals in Back to Saturn X is down to the custom
There's
assets.
a lot of stuff going on with the texturing. I mean, the textures are pretty much, you know, they're just good. They're not like just stock vanilla textures that pretty much everyone get tired of.
They tile way better too, it looks like.
It's actually it's funny. I was just playing a vanilla map today by Tourniquet called Altitude that uses stock Doom 2 assets and is definitely up to par with modern mapping standards. It's an outstanding map if you're interested.
It is possible. I recently played this Hell replacement. I think it's just called Hellscape.
Mm-hmm.
It's a replacement of Hell episode of Doom 2, but visuals just
nice.
Jesus Christ, I like the set a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you cut that back on the scale, I think you can make vanilla maps that can compete with Boom stuff. It just, you end up with stuff that's more like IWAD styled rather than like really modern stuff, but you can, at least in terms of like the gameplay, you can still really...
Custom texture pack will definitely help you in this scenario. Even if you use stock textures mostly, you can make like a, you know, some sort of textures that save you some draw sex. I mean,
I don't know if I'm in the right headspace to do this right now, or if I'm even
or bars,
like,
whatever.
Jesus Christ, this is a tough place to start off a map.
You should duel me, Sandy, for your break.
Yeah, that'll be
that sounds
that'll be
so
stress-free.
Stressful.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Malpain and I dueled, you know, and whenever we duel, when we hang out, it's never stressful.
Yeah. Tell me more about the duels that you have.
You mean duels or deathmatch?
If you want a stress-free duel, just duel me. That's as easy.
It's time to.
I want to see your skill.
Sandwich, when we duel, I'm not going to hold back. I'm pulling Blue Eyes White Dragon on the first turn.
I'm not sure if I'm guessing hitting that switch is gonna, but like it's so I think I have this on Boom. It's like they're infighting, but then they kill the Hell Knight and turn on you, so you have to be attentive the entire time. And I'm just kind of like, I played some real big long levels recently.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah, this is a tough pistol start for sure.
Deserve to be safe scummed?
Yeah. This is kind of like a big challenging fight in the middle of a map, but at the start of a map.
It's kind of like one of the worst parts of Rubik's style of making combat.
Dubium's favorite WOD is Sunlust, and he's all about the slaughter. So far, I've been able to deal with his maps. This is a pretty rude start.
Being able to deal with them.
Well, I'm testing them.
Based.
I almost got. I mean, I could just start saving here.
If I just wanted an excuse to get all of us into like a single multiplayer server, honestly. I think it would be fun. Like now, like Odomax especially on the west side, Bio and I could get a good connection. Mount Payne, living more like East Coast USA, could get a good connection. It would be. I think everyone would get like 180 or less ping. It would be nice.
There's about 500 chain gunners.
You mean at the moment, right now, or do you mean like in the future?
I kind of meant like not Mount Payne. Sandy said he wasn't really in the headspace to play a map like this right now. I was just wondering if a casual deathmatch maybe would take the edge off a little.
I find deathmatch stressful.
A little bit of good old consensual murder.
That happened in Germany.
What are you using for deathmatch?
I don't want to make deathmatch more stressful for Sandy, but at the same time, I want to say he doesn't have the gumption to meet me in the arena.
If you will use Odomax for deathmatch, just
get me the fuck out.
There we go.
That's a fun word people use very often.
Hold on.
Gumption.
He doesn't have the moxie for it.
Ooh.
Wow, yeah.
It's gumption, boy.
And what was the term you said earlier, Dark Pulse? He doesn't have the, not the schmutz is the word that Mount Payne always uses. What's the word that you said earlier? Yeah, that's the one.
I'm bored, by the way, so I'm generating some Mount Paynes in the chat, and that last one was really fucking nice.
Oh, whoa, these are actually cool. I didn't know. I thought these were like skyboxes from Watt or something. These are fucking cool.
No, these are just me running the generator.
Mount Payne, they actually kind of look like,
Yeah, neat. It's not the same one that you were using earlier, didn't it? Was it? The same.
No, I think Dark Pulse has a different one.
Yeah, I use Stable Diffusion.
The one where I generated the creepy.
Did
you see? I was gonna ask Mount Payne if he saw the creepy Snaxolotl one with the tentacle head.
It looks just like.
Is this from earlier?
Yeah, I'll just post it again because you can't get the world can't get enough of this image anyway.
How did you get that like on your
Oh, I see.
hard drive? I only was able to find like a website.
Diffusion.
Yeah, I hacked into Snax's computer. I found these photos.
Are you asking me, Snacks?
Yeah.
Oh, I can get you hooked up with that if you want.
Oh yes, please.
There's a pretty good, like, fairly idiot-proof guide to it, actually.
Do I still have to buy points?
On it, though.
You what?
Do I still have to buy points to generate stuff?
No.
Sweet.
No, that's why I did it this way, because it's kind of silly to have to buy shit for that.
Yeah.
Archvile.
Yeah, why am I wearing construction pants? Like, it looks like I'm just ready to, like, build a roof, but I'm also ready for more than building a roof.
Yeah. Like, it's like, how, like, a mullet is, like, business in the front, party in the back? You're, like, construction worker on the bottom, stripper on the top.
He's ready to erect other things.
What's happening with the teleporters?
But it's gonna be an Archvile Party here. Yeah, it's gonna be an Archvile Party here.
Yeah, I can see their arms sticking out of the wall.
And also, they teleported dead monsters in. So.
Oh, that's what that was. Yeah. Great.
Great.
Switch. That's not it. It says exit.
See if I can get
already.
one of the lunar eclipse.
Do I have to? Oh, there we go.
Every time you post that image, this is the face I pull, Snacks.
I wish I was that otter. Or mink, I don't know what. It looks like a mustelid. Pretty confident in that statement.
I don't even know what these words mean, Snacks.
Mustelids? They're it's a genus of animals. That's you got minks, you got weasels, you got ferrets, you got badgers, you got wolverines.
They're all
okay,
the same.
so the little furry dudes.
Oh.
Wait, what's the name of that genus again?
Genus?
Genus.
It's family, not my bad. Genus is way closer, but yeah, they're in the same family.
What's the name of it though?
Mustelids?
Okay. Mustelid.
Can you tell me how I did that first try?
Well done.
Good.
What the fuck?
You're in the headspace after all, Sandy.
Oh, so are stoats. Oh my god.
So I
stoats
guess
are
that
so
first
cute.
part's just really fucking hard, because... You know what's funny is every time I beat something without dying, Dubium says it's not hard enough. Sandwich didn't die the first time. Literally. Because like...
You've reminded me of that other rule of thumb some people use with, I believe it was Pistol Kip who said, like, if biodegradable doesn't call you a cunt sometime during his playthrough, it's not good enough.
Yeah, it's not hard enough.
All right.
It's a term of endearment, I promise.
But really, that was actually a really fun fight. Like, I was just flying by the seat of my pants and somehow... Like, there's a lot of cover is the thing, so, like, you can maneuver there. It's not too mean. I mean, it's mean, but could be meaner.
Is it green? Is it lean?
It's a lean green bean machine.
Is it a mean? Is it a mean bean machine from Dr. Robotnik?
Did I
Oh my god.
Not quite.
Who's slurping?
This stuff opened up here for no reason.
That, like, Doom Kid, if you hear slurping, you know the answer to that question 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, it's true.
Biodegradable.
Dude. Yeah, it's bio. Yeah, that's right. Dude,
No, see, I love all of Pagodia.
Frank Zappa anime wants to turn him into a sailor, which is really funny.
You know what they say about sailors.
Honestly, that one before that looks like fucking Frank Zappa is James Bond.
Yeah, it's very
Sailor
fun.
Moon, is that why it's doing that?
I just typed Frank Zappa anime as the prompt.
So, do I have to go back where those cyber demons are? Because that seems...
Yep.
Holy shit.
Am I
this
missing
was
something?
cool.
I don't... It's pretty hard to even lead them away.
Snacks.
I suppose they might be hurt. Oh yeah, that guy was hurt, okay.
That's my face whenever Snacks posts one of those images.
Oh, look at that!
Wait,
Okay, they were
This
almost
is definitely me win. Me win.
Change that style up a little bit more, and that's kind of like Frank Zappa in GTA.
They love each other.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Dark Pulse. And I see what you mean too, Snacks.
I wish I had a fish BF.
Her favorite film is Shape of Water.
Fish BFF.
I love Aquaman.
Do you like the water horse?
You know, I actually had a beta fish back in the day, and I gave him a 20-gallon tank.
Beta.
And
I
it
had a
was so
shag
annoying.
fish.
Alpha fish would beat the shit out of your beta fish.
Beta fish are vicious, though. They'll...
Yeah,
kill
betas are
everybody.
actually really awesome. I had a beta, like a small one, years ago, and they actually are really cool.
Do you know how annoying it is to have a single fish in a 20-gallon tank? like cleaning.
Why?
Cleaning that, it was
Fat
such
guy in
pain.
it's like the opposite of fat guy in a little coat. It's like
That's actually
small fish in a huge coat.
filling up that tank is how I accidentally smashed a light bulb with my face when I was carrying bags of gravel across my bed.
This is cramped.
Never heard before.
I had that effect.
That's yeah. When I read Snacks, I find myself saying I've never heard that sentence before in my life.
Yeah.
There you go, Snacks. There's some
that one.
tie for you.
Snacks is unique, okay?
Oh yeah.
Snowflake.
Fucking Sandy.
What is that? You had like a little orgasm. Yes, tell me how unique I am.
Why
I
is
was
this?
talking about the fish picture.
Fuck this guy.
Yes,
Dude,
yeah,
I
call me a
actually-
snowflake
this-
again, please.
Call me a snowflake.
Call me a nerf herder.
This is my
What
favorite
is,
anime. of my scene.
That's a Star Wars insult, right? Nerf herder.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's an Archvile teleporter there.
So like, is
Back-to-back
that like
Archviles.
it's you know it's Nerf or nothing? But like, what does that actually mean?
If the name sounds stupid, it's probably from Star Wars.
Yeah, that's when you get names like Rebelo Guffins.
Guffins?
Oh,
Guffins.
Bio.
Sap.
Remember the one that you posted, Bio, the other day that was like, they told me I could become a balloon animal?
Yeah.
It turned that into like a robot knight dude. Look at this shit.
Is this a crusher, you think?
There's probably something
Hey,
you can press to get
Sally,
rid of
I
them.
couldn't. I became a Dalek.
I became a Dalek.
Wow.
Yeah, how does it feel to bleed out your dick?
You have a berserk. Bop it.
Sandwich is clearly an expert at looking and checking and making sure that the Archvile bleeds out its dick.
Beta's. This map feels very Vracky, says Chukum. Really? I've never played Vrak.
You were supposed to.
I said I was gonna play it and then I didn't play it.
I played Vrak 1, I think, like 2 years ago. It was such a bitch. I did manage to beat it, but oh,
Got
it was
tough,
very
huh?
mean.
Oh, it's a lot of burns.
I imagine I'd have a much easier time with it now because I'm a lot better at the game.
I didn't realize
haven't
Vrak was
played
really
any of the
hard.
Vraks.
Interesting.
What are you guys' overall opinions on them, like quality-wise?
Wait, did I not?
I know Mount Payne's, but
Of what
I'm
kind of
curious.
food?
Wait, which one?
What kind of food?
Yeah.
What kind of food? What's your favorite food? Yeah, okay.
That's her. That's her. If she doesn't hear what someone's saying, her default is what kind of food?
Yeah.
Doomkey, what are you asking my opinion on?
on
No,
this,
he wasn't.
the Vrak series
He
in
wasn't
general.
asking your
I've
opinion.
never
He
played the
already knows
Vrak
your
series.
opinion. Oh.
I was just asking in general, like anyone in the chat.
No, but you
Not-
said I already know Mount Payne's played it, or I already know Mount Payne's opinion. I don't think I've ever mentioned the Vrak series. That's why I wanted to clarify.
I'm not
I
familiar
played
with
one
that
of them.
might
I
be
can't
thinking-
remember which one though.
I could be thinking of the entire of the wrong. Fuck. Wow. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me look up what.
Do you even know who you're talking to?
It's
Dude,
for Frederick Johansson's.
Oh, right. I
Space
remember
Map,
the
silver ones.
stupid thing I did earlier this week. Earlier this week, I thought a turkey was a rooster. That was what made me realize I'm a fucking moron.
Wait, it took you
That
that
was
long?
close. I mean,
Well, because you were saying turkeys fly, and I'm like, oh, fucking fly, and then like,
Yes,
yeah,
they
look, they're
do. They
flying.
fly into trees at night.
No, I was thinking of a rooster because I thought turkeys were roosters.
What?
What?
What did you think Thanksgiving? What?
Go to jail.
Guys, he did mention he's stupid, so you know, give him a break.
I mean, to be
He's
fair, I
admitted
feel like
defeat.
if you're gonna get, it's like getting, I don't know, two things that are
Horseshoe.
similar mixed
That's
up.
not stupidity. That's ignorance.
God.
He's like, no, for real, I'm stupid.
This is not
What series was
optimal
it? It was a-
saving. Spot.
There was a WAD that Mount Payne played that had, it was like a shorter WAD, but they were very hard maps.
That is. That doesn't.
But this
Narrows it
guy
down.
really did it.
No. They were short, it was a short, it was like less than 10
Man.
maps. and they were fucking.
He's only done 2 Storm one-off episodes, so go look at both of them and see jog your memory.
Did you do? Was Swim with the Whales one map or a whole war?
It's like 3. It's 3 maps, or 4 if you got the secret map.
I think I was thinking of Swim with the Whales for some reason.
Did I talk about Vrak in an episode?
No, I don't think you did. I was just mixing it up with when you're talking.
This club sucks, by the way.
Old man Doom Kid just got confused.
Yeah, the plasma gun's better in this situation.
Oh, yes.
Why is there a fucking plasmic box in the fucking ceiling?
That's gotta be a bug.
It's scared. Someone call the fire department.
Probably works differently in like PR Boom.
Yeah, he did tell me to play this on GZ Doom to test it, so
yeah.
But that's literally a whole plasma box I don't have now, which is not good.
Oh yeah.
That is sometimes how it goes.
Have you ever found sauerkraut inside of your vehicle?
What the hell is sauerkraut?
No, because I never fucking eat sauerkraut.
Wait, I'm actually like exposing what Mount Pain looks like IRL in the chat right now.
What?
It's a photo of him that he didn't want leaked, but I just,
Oh yeah, that's me. Why are you digging through the archive, dude, kid?
I've got a huge folder filled with these now. There's like 1,000 in here.
Wait, did you save them?
Not of only. Oh, they automatically saved every time I generate.
Oh my god!
Came for like 2 seconds.
Is it really just me?
Who did what?
Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut in your car? I don't think people.
I was like, I don't know how it got there, but like,
yeah, here we go.
What is?
You bought sauerkraut or drunken stew?
It's like a pickled shredded cabbage.
Yeah, as I was generating those, every time I open the image, my computer.
Oh, I should have taken those.
So I've got a bunch. I've got a bunch of weird.
But somewhere along my adventures, I'm like, I'm gonna take this open can of sauerkraut and bring it to my vehicle. And I'm just like, why did I?
Whoa,
weird.
It's like a riddle that only you can solve, Snacks.
Do you have to like live out the movie Memento? Like you wake up every morning and your memory's wiped, and you just have notes telling you like something about this sauerkraut can and like how it got into your car.
I must have been like wasted or something, and then like cleaned my car because I did that once, but I don't know why I would take sauerkraut
with me. My theory is
me.
you bought it at one point when you were drunk, and then accidentally.
I don't drive while drunk, though.
This is the type of thing where people are like, Slaughter's just spamming the BFG. It's like,
no, but like I always say, Slaughter is when there's too many demons for me to like personally.
Exactly.
Slaughter's when it's too hard.
So it's funny watching the slaughtering enthusiasts. It's fun to watch the slaughtering enthusiasts argue about the nuances of what is and isn't slaughter. They get really bloody nerdy about it. It's
I prefer post-slaughter.
It's the same. Yeah, Snacks is saying it's the same like elitism with heavy music. I had someone telling me that fucking like Metallica wasn't metal the other day.
What? Metal's in their name.
No,
they're a country rock band.
Argument for it.
Pantera isn't metal either. To be honest.
I mean, I imagine like you saying that would piss them off so much. You like you like use that as an easy victory.
Look at that texture.
I might mid-save this one because this is.
Please.
Although you know, I actually do like this in the sense that these plasma boxes here have quite a bit, so you're actually trying to move around the arena and replenish pretty tactically. So it's not just a total spam fest. It's kind of interesting.
Sandy?
This is not a headless.
Someone donated.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
You're talking about. Oh, I read the chat so easily. And then
I'm back. Tipped $1. Thanks. I'm back.
See, that was totally worth stopping for.
Wait, Doom Kid. I was curious. What were their arguments for saying that Metallica is not a metal band? Did they have any, or they just say that? And then...
No, it was in a discussion thing, a thread that was started about like different genres of metal, and they were saying that like it didn't have enough like metal. The definition of metal in the modern era has changed to where now Metallica is like classic rock instead of metal. And I'm like, you can't retroactively fucking. It's okay. So you can revise history in its entirety with that same logic. It's just stupid on the face of it. Like,
the entire label Classic Rock is a retcon anyways, because when it was coming out, like, you know, Aerosmith is Classic Rock, but they weren't calling it Classic Rock when it was new.
Why don't they just come up with could just call it Classic Metal instead?
Now that I could have agreed with if they're like Metallica's Classic Metal. I'd be like, yeah,
because you can make an argument about different kind of genres of rock, like of classic rock, and there's probably like new interpretations of it and whatnot.
Sound isn't solid, and metal isn't solid. Why not put all the you know, the old guys from the 70s and 80s and whatnot, the hair metal bands and all that, stick them in the classic metal genre there. Now no one has to bitch and complain anymore.
Yeah, because metal obviously just keeps getting more and more extreme, but that doesn't mean things before it aren't. Like, Black Sabbath early on is like hard rock by this point, but it's still metal.
Because the funny thing about music is it just keeps splitting into subgenres over and over and over.
That's what, and the Slaughter Mappers need to like look at what happened to the world of metal and say, huh, we're doing this to the Slaughter mapping genre. The same exact thing. It's gonna get to the point where it's like Time of Death's earlier maps. That's not actually Slaughter anymore by the modern definition.
No, sure.
It's just like, oh my god, it is Slaughter.
I used to think there was a consistent definition, and then I played more of it, and when people started saying Sunlust isn't Slaughter, I just kind of lost it at that point.
It's not.
Snacks, you're literally doing Metallica right now.
Well, it isn't.
No, she's right. Sunlust is not entirely Slaughter. Yeah. There's not enough enemies in most of those maps. By the end, it gets into Slaughter territory, but I don't think that's not really a hipster or.
I mean, it's a large chunk of it is Slaughter.
You always brush me off, you guys. I'll say a statement that's controversial, like, Snacks just being stupid. Damn.
Well, I agree with you.
Not say you were. No one has ever said you were.
You literally said that. You were like, Snacks, you're the dumbest person I've.
Yeah, if you're saying not the entire WAD, sure, but like, obviously there's a fair amount.
Wow, it's as if generalization.
God Machine and Maelstrom are definitely Slaughter. You know,
God Machine's a pretty good band. People should look.
Every Sunder map is.
God Machine's a pretty good song by Acid.
Yeah, map 1 of Sunder isn't Slaughter.
Godflesh is a pretty good band.
I don't even know anymore. Like, I don't care.
I don't care about Slaughter.
Yeah, it's brutal technical death Slaughter. It's not actually heavy Slaughter or like classic Slaughter. It's you know.
Slaughter is a comically broad term that has never meant much. Yeah. I'm saying if you're in the Slaughter scene now, that means something different than if you were in the Slaughter scene 10 years ago. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, that's there's been a standard change, but it doesn't retro. Go to it is Slaughter. Like, I don't care what anyone says.
That's the
this was
grandfather.
Like 1996 era Slaughter. You know, it's not really
the grandfather,
Slaughter,
the one that started it all.
I think I think many people would agree that this is Slaughter.
No.
I'm curious. So
you can't see the ground because there's so many demon corpses, but it's still not Slaughter.
Yeah.
Okay, Snacks. Now you're just trolling.
But I don't think it has to be this. Like, so the stuff that I was playing in Chukum's level, for example, it's like it's not Slaughter in the sense that it's not very precise. It doesn't punish you. It's blowing up a whole bunch of monsters. So by the modern definition, a lot of people would not consider it. But to me, I'm just like, it's light, sort of. You're killing hundreds and hundreds
light
of
is
guys.
You know.
Yeah.
I'd say that Slaughter is a lot like veganism. Okay, so you got this line, right, where like if you just eat.
Can I just really quickly make
can I just like
argument on the topic of
not go this direction?
Slaughter being like, it's like you can have some Slaughter maps that don't have any monsters in them at all.
T. Will says the better question is not whether or not Slaughter is it good.
I'll just draw my comparison.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm with Will, like the end of the day is like, did you have fun?
I was
Are
actually
you having
gonna
fun?
say something.
Yeah?
It's not.
There we go.
Well, okay, so there's like.
Past I'd say the first part of the map is probably the hardest, just because you don't really have anything. Well, I just finished the level, so let me just talk about it.
Yeah,
I think
it's more important.
No, you're not allowed to talk, Sandy. I'm banning you.
Yeah, like. So I think the first part is the hardest just because you're dealing with the infighting cybers that like to kill their target and then turn and hit you. Although once you realize you have to hit that switch to get out of there, I suppose you can focus on that Hell Knight. But the rest of it, there's some very heated encounters, but I was able to get through it. But obviously, this is for Slaughter players. I really like the aesthetics that he's going for, though, so I'm looking forward to more.
Nice Legend of Zelda fairy fountain music.
I was about to say,
So I was gonna say, like, slaughter is a lot like veganism, right? Like, if I just ate like a burger